Muy buenas a todos, bienvenidos una vez más a VilliGame y seguimos en Slay the Princess. Y madre del amor hermoso, el último episodio nos quedamos en la pesadilla, así que vamos a continuar.
There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy.
El derrotado.
It hurts when I try to remember. You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
Sí.
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out.
Tenemos que liberarla, o el derrotado dice que la liberemos.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that. Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out
El
for us.
oportunista.
Think about it. She's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
Tenemos 4 voces ahora.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think.
We're supposed to be unfeeling.
El
How
apático.
many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
El perseguido.
There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
El objetor. Madre del amor hermoso, ¿cuántas voces tenemos dentro?
We love her, so we have to set her free.
Ahora el enamorado.
Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
El
To
escéptico.
be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love.
Ahora estamos completamente locos.
Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
El ofendido me encanta.
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
Muchas. Creo que todos ellos están equivocados.
Of course we're wrong.
She's the only thing that's right. Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
Regresando a la pregunta de él, ¿cuántas veces han estado aquí todos ustedes?
Many times. It feels like we've been here forever. It also feels like we've barely been here at all.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine, it just goes on and on.
Pero eso no tiene sentido, solo recuerdo haber estado aquí 2 veces antes de esto. Además, algunos de ustedes no recuerdan haber estado... Ay, me dio hipo. He estado aquí. ¿Estuve aquí las demás veces? ¿O alguien más tomó las decisiones?
What does here even mean if you really think about it? Shut up. You were here.
Every single time.
Creo que llegamos al
You
final.
did your best, really. There's just a pecking order.
And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged. You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
Si no recuerdo lo que hice, entonces no pude haber sido yo quien lo hizo.
Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her.
Maybe you're shattered in your own way.
Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment? Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere.
Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I?
Who even cares? They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers. And they all just end in quivering torment. It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us.
And then she smashes us into smaller pieces.
If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago. Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
¿Y si no vamos a la cabaña?
We've tried that. It doesn't work. Our hearts always brought us back to her. The deck is stacked. So many paths, and they're all circles.
¿Comprendes qué le sucede?
There's nothing worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized. And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same. Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
Me siento tan desconectado. No sé si pueda lograrlo. No sé si soy capaz de aniquilarla.
I don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it. You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling much of anything. He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me. He's worse than her.
La única forma de salir de aquí es no hacer nada, así que justo eso haré, quedarse sin hacer nada. No, vamos a la cabaña, quiero verla.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill.
Bueno, y el espejo, ¿no?
No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it. He always lies. And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
¿Y qué hay de malo en darles espacio? ¿Y si eso los ayuda? ¿Y si necesitan que alguien los escuche?
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are. Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving. Or you could just give up.
Acercarse al espejo.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Smash it to pieces. She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free. It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Continuar.
Proceed. Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's a new one. Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them. And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see? We're one step closer to her. The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in, wrong and unsettling as it may be. The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
Tomar la daga. No tengo otra cosa que hacer. Tomar la daga. Tienes que tomar la daga. tomar la daga, ¿no? Con convicción.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep. Deep in the bowels of the earth, you see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's her.
Es ella.
She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
There you are. My toy has finally come to finish its job.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
You dragged us out for so much longer than you had to.
Closer.
But it was always just a matter of time.
And closer.
You are going to have to stop running eventually.
And closer.
Everything stops running eventually. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. And what's left is for you to take my will and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too.
Ostras, hermano, qué miedo, ¿no?
A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your powers so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
El narrador. No tengo opciones, eres tan solo un objeto, una herramienta. Solía ser algo más hace mucho tiempo, pero ¿realmente eres tú o tan solo fue un recuerdo hastiado y vacío? Aquí no hay ningún otro final, solo toma su mano y libérala. No tengo otras opciones, supongo que esta es la opción. O sea, tomamos el último camino. Yo supongo de que debimos de haber hecho otras rutas y llegando aquí tenemos posibilidad de utilizar otras opciones, pero al no tenerlas liberadas, esto no se libera.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
Foto.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
La princesa luce exhausta y derrotada.
Why is it so cold?
No tienes oportunidad de responderle y jamás la tendrás. Es hora de irse, los recuerdos vuelven.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here. Finally, we can smash it. Oh, will you stop with the smashing?
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Acercarse al espejo. Te acercas al espejo una vez más, sus secretos aún no han sido revelados, sus misterios aún no han sido
Someone
resueltos.
tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end.
I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Mirar tu espejo, tu reflejo. El silencio prevalece mientras extiendes la mano. Desaparecieron de nuevo. El espejo siempre hace que se vayan, pero necesitas ver qué hay en él. Has crecido. Otra vez te encuentras en el silencio eterno. Ir a la cabaña. Estás en la cabaña.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
¿Eres el mismo ser que eras antes? ¿Cuánto has cambiado?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Todo lo que dices parece un acertijo. ¿No puedes darme ni una sola respuesta directa?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
Tiene un buen
The
punto.
vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
¿Qué se siente cambiar así?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
¿Sabes qué quieres hacer cuando todo esto termine?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
¿Sabes qué? Cuando todo esto acabe, cuando estés completa, voy a matarte, ¿verdad?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
O sea que prácticamente, según los receptáculos que nosotros le traigamos, ella va a forjar su propio ser. Entonces, por ejemplo, la primera fue la amada. Esta es la abandonada, por así decirlo, ¿no? De que se sintió abandonada. Entonces no sé qué otros receptáculos se pueda traer. Cuando regreso, es como si una pared invisible me atrapara. ¿Por qué no puedo repetir las cosas que ya hice?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
O sea que me están poniendo obstáculos para que siempre vaya a resultados diferentes. Tú fuiste la que mejor me ha tratado desde que llegué aquí. Gracias.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
¿Qué quieres que te traiga la próxima vez?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Eso tiene un buen punto.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
¿Qué opinas sobre este receptáculo?
This one is a waiting mall, an inevitable destination where all roads end. She will make for a wise heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Entonces no tienes ninguna preferencia en cuanto a cómo quieres cambiar o crecer.
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
No quiero lastimarte, pero temo que cuantas más veces vuelva, peor serán las cosas.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
¿Cuántos receptáculos más tengo que traerte?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Estoy listo para volver.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Todo se vuelve oscuro y mueres. Lleva a el momento de lucidez ante ella.
You're on a path in the wood.
¿El fin del mundo? ¿De qué hablas? Supongo que todos estos siguen siendo los mismos, ¿no?
Don't look while does. Oh, then I guess we'll.
No sé qué le piqué. Le piqué. Creo en el de que vamos a aniquilarla, no estoy seguro. Entrar en la cabaña. Ok, ¿tomamos la daga o entramos así? Vamos a tomar la daga.
You take the blade from.
Entrar al sótano.
The door to the.
¿Qué voz fue la que se escuchó? ¿Quién anda ahí? La voz suena peligrosa, casi como si ella mandara allí abajo al héroe. Continuar bajando las escaleras.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
¿Y aquí estás? ¿Viniste a matarme o algo por el estilo? ¿Qué? Para nada. ¿Por qué piensas eso? Bien, me atrapaste. Vine aquí para aniquilarte. No. Aún no lo decido. Solo vine a hablar. Calmar tus nervios y avanzar.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Vamos a ir full agro.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now,
Ok, aniquilar a la princesa. Del tirón, no voy a hablar, no voy a decir nada.
you lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Bueno, ya vimos de que va a renacer, o sea, no importa si la matamos, va a volver a aparecer aquí adentro, ¿no?
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Por supuesto, está muerta. No estoy seguro, siento que debe tener algún truco debajo la manga. Claro que no, fue demasiado fácil.
Yes,
Vamos a decir que está muerta.
exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Irte.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
El narrador nos está timando, ¿eh? Espera. ¿Esta es mi recompensa? Es maravilloso, muchas gracias. Espera, ¿esta es mi recompensa? Esto es horrible. Esto es pura mierda. Déjame salir de este lugar. Oh, bueno. Creo que esperaba un mejor final después de haber salvado al mundo. Esto es horrible, le voy a decir.
What's done is done, and there's no going back now. I'm sorry you don't like your reward, but maybe you'll learn to appreciate it in time. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
O sea que prácticamente yo soy especial porque era como la... ¿Cómo se llama? El sacrificio, por así decirlo. Nadie la puede matar porque te quedas atrapado con ella.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just going to stay here forever, right?
¿No escuchaste al narrador? Estoy feliz, estamos felices. Por supuesto que no. ¿Tienes alguna idea de cómo sacarnos de aquí? Por supuesto que sí, me gusta este lugar. Esto es para explorar, voy a utilizarlo.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Bueno, quizás no estoy feliz. Y no lo estoy diciendo porque sea la última persona con la que hable. No, estamos felices, lo sé. Podemos entrar en negación o aceptación de lo que estamos. Entonces, bueno, quizás no estoy feliz. Y no lo estoy diciendo porque seas la última persona con la que hable.
Because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Pero usar la daga nos mataría, ¿o no? ¿No moriríamos?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we'd die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
Espero que tengas razón, me molestaré mucho si morimos de verdad. No me arriesgaré a morir por tu extraña impresión. Lo que sea para salir de este infierno. Tienes razón, no me gustó esa idea. Voy a quedarme aquí sin hacer nada, al menos durante un poco más de tiempo. ¿Qué hacemos? Espero que tengas razón. Me molestaré mucho si morimos de verdad.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Eso fue rápido. El fantasma.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't...
Desgraciado, me las pagarás. No me volverás a engañar con tus trucos.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Es el apático.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Supongamos que digo la verdad y que todo esto en realidad ya sucedió. ¿Por qué debería escucharte? ¿Por qué deberíamos molestarnos en hacer algo al respecto?
Those are two very different questions. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Técnicamente dice la verdad porque hicimos lo que él nos dijo, que fue aniquilarla, y lo que él quería era que permaneciéramos ahí.
Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too. Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying. Just stay focused, will you?
Hablemos de esta princesa.
Just be quick about it.
En todo caso, el mundo acabó después de que la aniquilé. Cuando intenté irme, todo había desaparecido.
That's a good point. How do we know we didn't have things backwards? Maybe slaying the princess was what ended the world, not the other way round. Yes. Maybe this whole thing was a trick to get us to end the world. And now we get to go through the whole charade again, wholly aware of what's waiting for us at the end. But that's assuming she's alive in that cabin. We did kill her, after all. You're going to find her in the cabin. If the princess had actually been slain, you wouldn't be here. And let me assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time, but it's a load of nonsense. You'll get your happy ending. I promise. And that's exactly what we're afraid of. Really? Living happily ever after sounds that bad to you? Oh well, there's no use arguing over your masochism. The cabin awaits.
La última vez la apuñalé en el corazón y murió. ¿Cómo es que alguien así podría acabar con el mundo?
She just can. You'll have to trust that what I'm saying is true.
¿Quién la encerró en ese sótano y qué es ese lugar?
Locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods.
Si hubo gente que la encerró, ¿por qué no la aniquilaron?
I'm not supposed to say this, but I didn't know. Of course, we're special.
No me estás contando todo. ¿Qué me
I've
estás
told you everything
ocultando?
you need to know. This is boring. He's clearly not interested in talking. So let's just do as he says. And maybe he'll stop bothering us. Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is...
Ir a la cabaña.
A warning before you go any further.
Ok.
She will lie, she will cheat, she
Eso
won't
ya lo
be
hemos
a problem.
escuchado. Entrar en la cabaña del tirón. Vamos full agro.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
No dijiste nada sobre el espejo en la
Because
pared.
there isn't a mirror. There's a tape. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body so we can be done with this.
Me preocupa saber si me están mintiendo.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something
Esta cabaña es muy diferente a la
very
última.
different? Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll... So focus up.
Acercarse
Walk
al
up to the wall
espejo,
next to the bed. It's really...
limpiar el espejo y
Reach forward. It
desaparece,
was there
¿no?
a second, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it.
Tomar la
Clearly
daga.
it's not. You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Entrar al sótano. Vamos full agro.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead.
La princesa tiene que vivir aquí. Aniquilarla sería hacerle un
The room
favor.
below is silent.
Ahora no nos da la bienvenida.
Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Ostras. Esta no revivió.
Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Se volvió un fantasma.
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Lo mismo me pregunto yo.
Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Foto.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, killer. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Aniquilar a la princesa. Vamos full aggro.
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
You're adorable when you're confused. But I didn't say you could touch me. Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
¿Por qué viniste? Querías asustarme. Si hubiera sabido que tendría que hablar contigo de nuevo, no te habría aniquilado. Yo también morí y no estoy flotando por ahí como tú. ¿Qué ocurrió? ¿Por qué soy diferente? ¿Por qué eres diferente? Deja de hacerte la víctima. Fuiste tú quien me amenazó la última vez. Claro que te ataqué. Se supone que destruirías el mundo. Por eso te maté la última vez. ¿Estás muerta o casi muerta? ¿Qué podría hacer para lastimarte? ¿Qué quieres de mí? ¿Equipo? Se me acabaron las ideas. ¿Qué proponen? Aniquilar a la princesa con más fuerza. De acuerdo, si no puedo lastimarte, entonces no tengo nada que hacer aquí. Creo que seguiré mi camino. Dejarlo en el sótano. A ver. Dijimos full agro, ¿no?
You swing at the princess once more, and once more your blade cuts through nothing as she disappears.
Really?
Her voice chides from elsewhere in the room. You whirl around, finding her hovering between you and the basement stairs, looking you over with grim disappointment. She draws in close.
I was willing to let bygones be bygones, killer. I was willing to ignore everything you did to me so we could get out of here, together. All I ever wanted was to leave this place. All I ever wanted was to find a way back home. Wherever home is.
Es que volvemos a la misma. Ella quiere salir de aquí porque está como en un ciclo sin fin.
Her eyes turn from wells of sorrow to pits of wrath as she stares into you.
I guess violence is the only language you speak.
She forces her hand into your chest, and then... Yes? Nothing happens.
Are you sure about that? Something should have happened.
Tiene que haber pasado algo, pues quién sabe.
And yet it didn't. We're fine.
Es un fantasma, técnicamente no puede hacernos nada. ¿Fallaste? No te tengo miedo. Mírala en silencio.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is. A horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
She's real.
No estamos cruzando palabra con ella,
She's making us dead. We should return the favor.
Aniquilar a la princesa.
You swing your blade towards her briefly corporeal throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm leaking from the wound. But it's too little, too late. In her hand, you realize she clutches your still beating heart.
Me encanta el logro. Hay peores destinos que el corazón roto.
Did we get her?
Even if we didn't, we've given her something to remember.
See you soon, killer.
I'm afraid you'll never know. As she crushes your precious organ in her hand, everything goes dark, and you die.
El espectro.
You're on a path
¡Ostras!
in the wood, and here we go again. Off to slay her again. The deck's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it. Come on, let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer. Ah, and what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start? That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work.
De hecho, sí es un capricho cósmico.
I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them. Okay, so you've already been here. Twice even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess.
No conoce el narrador la historia de la otra tipa que vemos al finalizar las historias.
Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us. That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending. The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy. Well, were you happy? Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. Yes, and then she killed us. Even though she was already dead. This is all fake. Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real. Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seemed to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish. All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her.
¿Y por qué deberíamos ayudarte? Lo único que vas a hacer será volver a encerrarnos para siempre.
Tell you what, I won't do that. I promise. Oh yeah, sure, that changes everything. I mean, he did promise. And you believed him?
¿Eres el mismo narrador que conocimos en los otros bucles? No tardaste mucho en aceptar que ya habíamos pasado por esto.
If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no. That's a hedge, not a wager.
Una forma de protegerte.
I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate.
Me parece que están viajando entre realidades paralelas y que el yo que acaban de conocer aquí reúne el mismo conjunto de experiencias que el yo que conocieron en todos esos otros comienzos, pero su línea de continuidad se rompe con el momento en el que dicen o hacen algo, lo cual hace que se diferencien.
So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different. I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us. They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
Ok, eso no se me había pasado por la mente. ¿Alguna forma de que ella mate al narrador? La hemos matado y nos ha matado, y ninguna de las dos experiencias ha sido buena para nosotros. Si vamos a caer siempre en este bucle, eventualmente tendremos que dejarla salir. Lo mejor será que lo hagamos de una vez.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever. Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice.
Eres libre de tomar tus propias decisiones y aunque todo sería más fácil si no fuera así, puedes seguir tomando la decisión correcta eternamente sin desviarte
How
nunca.
convenient, everything always comes back to what you want us to do. I'm sick of him. Makes me want to end the world out of spite. On second thought, let's not kill him. Let's throw him someplace that never ends. I'd like to see what that does to him.
Esa sería otra posibilidad, llegar, matar a la princesa y quedarnos a ver hasta qué punto él nos dice, ya, acaben con esto. ¿Qué sucede si no vamos a la cabaña? Esa es otra opción.
She finds a way out on her own. Of course she does. So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out. Only we don't have to see her. That's got to be better, right? No, it's strictly worse. But she can't kill us out here. Why would staying out of killing distance be worse if she's getting out regardless?
De hecho.
Because it's cowardly, for starters, and because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong.
¿En serio?
How are we supposed to decide on anything if you just keep coming up with new rules? Since when is there a wrong way to slay her?
Buen punto. Ok, vamos a la cabaña.
Continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Estás intentando manipularme con psicología inversa y simplemente te rendiste.
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue. Would you look at that? We won. Take it however you will.
Entrar a la cabaña.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward.
Qué guapo, ¿no?
The only furniture of note is... That's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Great. Something else has been taken away from us. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Hagamos de cuenta que hay un espejo al final de este pasillo y que en ese momento no podemos ver más allá de él. ¿Qué hay ahí? ¿Qué hay
If you're
detrás?
asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. The way to the basement? Don't you mean door?
El acceso al sótano, ¿no querrás decir la puerta que conduce al sótano?
No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening.
Solo hay un agujero.
What are the odds she's waiting for us right behind it? If I were running a bullshit factory, it's what I'd do. Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you. Certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement. He can't see the mirror. The knife is gone, defying his expectations. Who the hell is calling the shots here? Nobody is calling the shots. That's how reality works.
Acercarse al espejo.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. We've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others. I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
¿Por qué el narrador no puede ver el espejo?
Here we go. You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then it, she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap. Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
Ostras.
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right.
Foto. ¿Ya vieron nuestros pies? Somos como un pájaro, ¿no?
I thought maybe you'd seen what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over and over. Even after I ripped your heart out, you still cut me. And for what? I didn't go anywhere. You didn't banish me. I'm right back here with you. A little better, a little worse. Well, maybe a lot worse. So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
I say we let her do it. It's something different. Do we even have a choice? You always have a choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time. Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade? Well, unless you have any specific ideas, I think my vote's the only one that counts.
Madre mía, tengo un pie hecho pedazos. Mira, ahora estamos a mano. Yo te maté a ti y luego tú me mataste a mí. Ya es cosa del pasado, ¿no crees? Nunca quise lastimarte, ni siquiera sé cómo llegué hasta aquí. Soy también una víctima de todo esto, ¿sabes? ¿Acaso no terminarías siendo igual de detestable que yo si te apoderaras de mí en contra de mi voluntad? No hace falta que seas malvada, no tienes que hacer esto. Realmente hace falta que te apoderes de mi cuerpo. No puedo simplemente abrirte la puerta. No hay problema. De hecho vine aquí para liberarte. No, full agro. No vamos a hablar con ella, forcejear.
You violently struggle against the princess, but all you manage to do is grind the fragments of your splintered ankle together. You can't shake free from her now.
It's so easy to make you squirm. But I won't be crueler than I have to be. I don't even want to cause any more damage. It'll be hard enough for me to walk out of here on that broken ankle.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up. Are you seriously trying to blame this on us? Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
Levántate.
You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. There's another option, you know. Don't help either of them. Flip the table.
And how do you do that? You don't have a will to wield. Your soul is in drain of courage.
That gap where the mirror was, I don't think it goes anywhere. Let's throw ourselves into the abyss.
You wouldn't dare. Move now.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
Perdón por no decir nada, pero estoy muy entretenido con lo que está pasando, ¿eh?
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. Because I know you feel it too.
Salir de la cabaña, arrojar tu cuerpo al abismo. Estamos full enfocados en acabar con ella.
Willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
I won't let you do that.
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. Enough is enough. I'm tired of us always losing. It's just a step away.
Even if you throw yourself into the abyss, you still lose.
You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Why do you hate me?
Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall. What an end. But at least it's ours.
Pero al menos es nuestro.
An
Durísimo.
empire of frigid nothing. I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it. What happens now?
What do you mean what happens now? You wanted it.
But I want to know what he thinks happens now.
I don't think you're going to find that out.
Oh? And why is that?
You should be better punching to your head. You left. Go on. It's sit you and you and you and me.
¿Ya no está el narrador?
He's gone. But
La velocidad terminal cesa y sientes algo, una masa, una fuerza, algo que se desprende de ti. La princesa y tú se miran mutuamente por un momento.
What is happening to me?
Pero no logras contestarle antes de que desaparezca y vuelves a sentir una especie de resistencia bajo tus pies. Los recuerdos
she's
vuelven.
gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Es normal que tengamos miedo. Este es el final. Para ustedes, pero no para mí.
I would have kept them in the dark if I were you. What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. So you're the real puppet master here? Can't believe I tried to help you.
Acercarse al espejo. Mirar tu reflejo. El silencio prevalece mientras extiendes la mano, desapareciendo de nuevo. El espejo siempre hace que se vayan, pero necesitas ver qué hay en él. Te has marchitado. ¡Ostras! Otra vez te encuentras en el silencio eterno. Ir a la cabaña. Acercarse a ella.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
La están agarrando de la columna vertebral para que no se caiga.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
No puede ser una contradicción. Las contradicciones no existen.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
¿Cómo puedes soportar ser una contradicción?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
No, no importa cuántas veces regresé, uno termina lastimando al otro, o nos lastimamos mutuamente. ¿Eso no te cambia? ¿No te empeora?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
En todo caso, hace que me caigas mejor. No sé qué dice eso sobre mí. En realidad, no. Apenas me acerco a ti, todo parece muy lejano. No tengo ninguna opción al respecto. Lo único que quiero es que todo termine. Sí, me estás torturando y lo detesto. Creo que te odio. Permanecer en silencio. Voy a decirle primero. En todo caso, hace que me caigas mejor. No sé qué dice eso sobre mí.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
¿Qué opinas de este receptáculo?
This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
Aún tengo pensado matarte cuando terminemos con todo esto.
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
¿Sabes qué les ocurre a los mundos que dejamos atrás?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
¿Ya descubriste qué vas a querer cuando terminemos?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
¿Sigue sin importarte lo que te traiga la próxima vez?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Entonces no tienes ninguna preferencia en cuanto a cómo quieres cambiar o crecer.
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
¿Cuántos receptáculos más tengo que traerte?
We will know when we near our destination.
Estoy listo para volver.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Todo se oscurece y mueres. Lleva al espectro ante ella.
You're on a path.
Ok, vamos a guardar aquí. Yo creo que está bastante guay. A ver. Muchas cosas. Ahorita ya hicimos varias rutas, entre ellas la amorosa, la que la deja abandonada y la que va full agro contra ella. No sé si cambia algo si platicamos con la fantasma. O sea, podemos ir por la fantasma, llegar a matar a la primera, en la segunda de la fantasma, platicar con ella y ir por otro rumbo, ¿no? O sea, de decirle, ok, vamos a salir juntos, ¿no? O una cosa así. Porque ese yo creo que fue el que más me gustó, la del fantasma. O sea, esta última que hicimos. La segunda, hermano, la segunda me dio muchísimo miedo. Pero estuvo muy guapa. Pero bueno, dejen en los comentarios cuál va a ser la siguiente ruta que quieren que veamos. Por lo que yo estoy viendo, hay varias alternativas. Así que nada. Eso sería todo por mi parte. Muchísimas gracias por ver este video. Cuídense mucho. Lean sus comentarios, sus likes y suscríbanse si no están suscritos. Y nos vemos en un próximo video. Chao. Yo creo que iré por una intermedia. No lo sé.